Hello ladies and welcome back to my channel. My name is Olivia and today is day number 4 of the Kallah Kit challenge with the Glowing Skyscapes Kallah Kit. Now for today I'm going to be doing the Artsy SideSwoop. Now I think I'm going to do it 2 different ways, with starting out obviously with this Tuff 2-in-1 on my head already in the Regal wrap. I'm not worried too much about the fringes hanging here. Now, I'm thinking about doing it the first style, the first way, with the Dreams Come True scarf and the Pashmina. Now, I'm thinking of doing it this way first because it's the original Artsy SideSwoop video that I saw had Pashmina, a very fancy schmancy Pashmina, and a second scarf plus the base scarf. So I'm thinking it might be fun or in keeping to do it that way first, and then I would like to try it without this one and just do the Pashmina and the Shimmery. Oh my goodness, I'm getting tongue-tied this morning. Words aren't coming as easily. So I think that might be fun just to keep it kind of neat, neutrally. No, I don't say neutral because get pink, purple, and cream. So it's printless, patternless. So I don't know how to explain that thoroughly this morning. So oh my goodness. But again, I will apologize. We are having another day of overcast skies, lots of rain. My backyard swamp, oh my goodness, my backyard is very wet. It just this has nothing to do with the wrapping, but an observation. My backyard had just finally started drying out so that we could get out there. I was hoping this weekend and finish up all the grading and fix it up and get it ready for winter. But yeah. This isn't going to happen if it doesn't stop raining. Oh my goodness. All right. Also apologizing for the lighting. That's what I started to say because again, I'm having to rely on my fun lamps and stand lamps and the possessed light fixture to my right. It's one of those weirdo things. I love the look of the lamp, but for some reason it flickers in and out, so it will be what it will be. Now, to make things a little bit faster, I've already put on the Tuff 2-in-1 into a Regal wrap. It's very easy peasy. I'm going to take the second scarf because this, I don't think I would pleat this one. I don't think that would work well for me. So I'm going to take this one and I'm going to put it on at the angle approximately even, just like so. I am going to be tying this one in the back. The Regal that I did with the Tuff 2-in-1, I did not tie a knot in, so it is what it is. I just, too many knots in the back are not good for my migraines. I am, because I didn't talk about this before, I am wearing the Cloud9. I still have some of the stuffing taken out. I took this out before yesterday's video, so I just left it out and I have this. It seems to work a little bit better for my hair length. Now I'm going to take the Pashmina and I'm going to do about the same. I'm going to fold it like so that it fits my head better. And I'm going to place it on my head approximately even and at the opposite angle, just like so. Now I know some of you are horrified that I'm covering up the patterned scarf, but I think this will work better. I'm not putting a knot in the back. I don't think it's necessary. And I'm looking at it and going, this is too short. So I'm going to do it again. Now, when I'm putting this on, I'm making sure to leave some of this showing, this base scarf. I will be fixing this piece here because it looks a little wonky. And I'm going underneath on this side. Just like so. Okay, that's better. Now, I have this beautiful pattern to be flipping it over. And I think with the original one, it was folded neatly and then brought over. But with this one, I don't think I need to fold neatly. I can just bring it up. Like so. We're going to see if I'm getting this correct. Sometimes I don't figure sometimes I mess up with which side is supposed to go up first and which side gets the swoop. So we shall see. I'm just tucking this in the back. In this, you can see the knot back here. Just going to tuck that in. Let's see right here. Okay. All right, and I'm taking the same side. I'm going to fold this one in, and I'm bringing it up in the back like so. Okay. Bringing it around, trying to keep it as neat as possible. And I'm going to find and tuck. Now, most of the time, all the time that I do this wrap, I do it with a Wendy. This is I can't remember ever doing it with the Cloud9. I just like the extra space of the Wendy. So if this falls off, I'm just used to more surface space back here for holding the scarf. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put this one out of the way, and I'm going to come up and fix this piece. I'm going to fix this. Okay. Have the plain scarf, and I know everybody's yelling, no, you hid it. You hid the pretty pattern. I'm sorry. But this is, I like to pleat pashminas, I really do. I don't think that the pattern scarf would pleat very well. I also think it would be overwhelming because this is a fussy kind of wrap with lots of detailing, and I think it would overwhelm the style of the wrap. And as you can tell, even pashminas give me a little bit of a hard time occasionally when it comes to the pleating. Okay. Okay, so we've got that. Okay, now this is really, really droopy. You can get it twisted out a little bit. Okay, now for here, I found that I don't like that, so I'm going to tuck it underneath. And I'm going to just bring this up, and you can see I have a space up here. I can just give a quick tuck to it. No worries if it's a little bit messy because we still have the one piece to bring up this tail here. But I am going to fuss with this a little bit to get these folds a little bit neater. I know the idea is to be artsy and not to have it so perfect, but sometimes The pleats for me are an obsession. I'm obsessive with my pleats, so I want them to be neat. So that's just me, but you can have it as messy as you'd like. That's totally cool. I'm twisting it out. This is what it looks like twisted out. You could also twist it in to give it a different look. Just twisting it in like so. Gives it a different look, like so. This is when I twist it in. Twist it out, gives me this kind of swoop. I don't mind this swoop. Okay, so I'm taking this last tail and I'm folding it and bringing it up in the back here, making sure this is nice and neat, and bringing it over top of this just to hold it in place. And then I'm going to tuck all the fringe in that back pocket. You can see the back pocket right there. And we have one Artsy SideSwoop without the excessive patterning. Okay, now this is the way it's supposed to be, all floofy and dangly and swoopy. You can have it into your face if you want it. Fabulous. I tend to, I know I'm too obsessive. I tend to pull it a little tighter when I do it because I just do. It's the way I prefer. When I first started wrapping it, I wrapped it the way it's shown, very loosey-goosey, very absolutely perfect. And then for my personal style, I started pulling it a little bit tighter. So instead of dangling down here, I have it up further. So it's a little bit tighter in the to the head. And this is what inspired the Pleats Aplenty when I was doing this wrap. And I pulled it really tightly up and I went, I wonder what would happen if I added more pleats on this side first and then extra pleats on this side. So this style inspired the Pleats Aplenty. Okay, so just fixing my pleats. There are a few less pleats in this one than there are in the first one. Don't care. It's pretty. This is the one I'm going with for this. This is the way this is my aesthetic. This is the way I like it. It's not so dangly here. And again, I can fix this, pull this a little bit to get the pleats to lay correctly. Twist it out, twist it in, bring this piece up and over. Same as before. And it's rather pretty. I'm looking at the larger mirror behind. Please excuse me. There's a huge mirror behind the camera, so that's what I'm looking at. It's easier than looking at the tiny picture in front of me. Okay. All right, just like this. So this is my preferred length for the Artsy SideSwoop. So there's the first one. Okay, and I can, of course, fix over here if it's not the way I want it. And there we go. Now I think I'm going to try it with the Shimmery now. I think it'll work really well. I think it'll look very pretty. We're still keeping this one. My apologies for the interruption. I am now going to be tying the second of the wraps. Mr. Micah is going to be leaving us. He's been in the chair relaxing. We didn't even know he was there. He's been so quiet. I'm going to be tying this on at an angle. Okay. And with this one, I am tying it just like so. Okay, too much gold showing on this side, so I'm cheating it back. Okay, that's perfect. Just like that. All right, now we got the purple. Folding this over. It's lavender. Why I keep saying purple. I guess lavender is a shade of purple. So in a roundabout way I could be correct, but lavender. Folding it down. Hopefully getting it correctly folded. Okay. Placing it on my head. Very even. And you can still see the difference. I was worried when I was dreaming this up that these would be too similar and it would look a little odd. You wouldn't be able to see the difference, but you can definitely see the difference between the two colors. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing I did before. Bring it around. Okay, there we go. All right. So I'm going to take our Shimmery on this side. And I brought it around. And I'm tucking it in. Okay. All right. Now I'm going to do the same thing for the Pashmina. Once I find out where it wants to fold. Just behind. Here we go, just like this. And I'm tucking away, like so. Okay. All right, now going to bring the Pashmina to the front like this. Do the same folding business that I did before. Let's flip it around. Okay. Oh my goodness. I've got to turn that TV off downstairs. I can hear it all the way up here and it's giving me anxiety. I've been like everybody else. I've been stuck on this craziness that's going on in the country, and I'm like, okay, bringing this up. Now you see this ugly piece here. I'm gonna roll it out. I am so burning out of the drama. So I'm gonna have to turn that TV off and leave it off until January. Oh, goodness. All right, there we go. I'm just hoping it isn't playing on, you guys can't hear it on the recording. All right, so I'm just adjusting these guys here. To make for pretty pleats. Okay, like so. Okay, there we go. Up and over. Up and over. And I'm tucking. You can see I'm tucking away all of these fringes. It takes a little bit of coaxing sometimes to get them to hide, because I think there's something in the shimmery that just says that makes that makes the fringies want to show themselves all the time, and they're hard to tuck away. They're like, hey, I'm here, I want to be seen, even when you don't want them to be seen. Okay. Right, so I have this ugly piece here that I'm just going to tuck in there. Here's a piece of fringe, just the width of this. Give myself some more space to hide stuff. Okay. Now I definitely think that with this wrap, you need to wear a shaper. I do not think that this is one of those wraps that you can get away with no shaper, just a headband. As long as my hair is, even with an Oomphtastic or the bigger scrunchie, I don't see it working. But I could always be wrong. So, okay, so this is the more subtle, plainer version. I don't know how to properly say that. The zero print version of this wrap. And I know it's less bold, it's less in your face, but I still think that this has its place. This color combination and this style, in this style. Okay. So this is going to be the last wrap of the day. Now, please tag me in your photos so I can see what you've created. If you do decide to try to pleat this lace, I really want to see how you've done that, and how you've made the swoop out of this, because that, to me, that'd be really interesting. So I hope you ladies have a wonderful day, and hopefully things will calm down and be wonderful. See you tomorrow for the day number 5. Now I haven't decided on the style for tomorrow. I'm going to be browsing through the styles I've done and see what I think would be the best for Friday wrap. So again, have a good day.